In this video, I will quickly show how to link Flownex with LabVIEW. We use a LabVIEW core library function block to communicate with Flownex. Here we've got a network with a simple pipe setup with a pressure specified as an upstream boundary condition and a downstream mass flow boundary condition. And this link communicates also through the memory map link capability of Flownex. So the memory map link, as we can see, has been set up, and you add variables that serve as input and output variables by just opening a property page and dragging and dropping the variables in here. Important, this is the name for the memory map file, and we will input this in LabVIEW also, and the amount of inputs and outputs that you define here should match up with your amount of inputs and outputs in LabVIEW. Let's switch to LabVIEW. LabVIEW, this is what our default example looks like that ships with Flownex. We've got a front panel with some inputs for our link block. It's the memory map name, that's the same name as we specified in our memory map setup. A timeout so that the user interface continues to respond. Time step size, that's the time step that will be used in Flownex. An input to Flownex and the output that we will read from Flownex. This start button starts and disables the memory map link, and we've got a status indicator to show whether the link is running correctly. If we switch to the block diagram, we see this is our call library function block, and it calls our Flownex LabVIEW DLL. The source code of this DLL is also available in the example. Here our parameters are set up, and most importantly, what a user will typically use is this inputs to Flownex and that outputs from Flownex, which is an array of doubles. So you can connect any inputs to this array of doubles, any outputs from this array of doubles. Okay, let's switch back to our front panel. We can start the run by going to Flownex. Let's do a steady state first. And now when we start our transient, we will see it says created the memory map file and we're waiting for LabVIEW. Now we can start our run in LabVIEW, and we can see this is the downstream pressure that has been received from Flownex, and we can change the upstream pressure, and we will see the graph in Flownex. The upstream pressure has been changed, a new outlet pressure was calculated, and this outlet pressure is fed back to LabVIEW. And we can continue in this fashion and see how our results are received back from Flownex. At any stage, if you want to stop the simulation, you can either press this start button to stop it or the abort button. And you will see our Flownex execution has also been stopped. As you can see, this link is quite simple to use and very powerful. You can set up and test your LabVIEW controllers connected to a simulation model in Flownex, and it helps a lot in the design of the controllers and also in the commissioning to make sure they are operational before you actually use them on your real setup. The Simulink link is much similar, and if you want more details on how the memory map link is set up, please refer to that video.